So I'm here with Chris, a friend of mine, a chess friend, and we're going to look at the game that I played, my longest game of chess ever, which was 8 hours altogether in the New Zealand Reserve Chess Championships. And here it is here, it's about to begin. So I played d4. My opponent is Peter Stuart, who has died a few years ago. He was a New Zealand master of chess. And I think you'll be able to determine that for yourself when you look at this game, the sort of moves that were played. But I played on move 3, my own move, a3. And so that set my opponent thinking for about 30 minutes or something like that. The time control was 2.5 hours for 16 moves, or 40 moves, 2.5 hours, and 16 moves per hour after. So this game went for 8 hours altogether. We had at least one adjournment. I think we had one adjournment, or might have had two. I'm not sure. So what do you think so far, Chris? Do you think there's much to this game? Look at that, rook c3. Wow, this is the move that just caught me off guard.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
Yeah, and now I lose two pieces for a rook. So I play bishop g6. So this is a very technical game too. People aren't used to watching me play technical. They're used to watching me play tactical. But this is very, very technical, is what a chess friend of mine's already said.
How did you feel about having a rook and a 1 minor piece against 3 minor pieces? Do you think it's quite a balanced position?
I think this. I'm quite happy with Black's position, but according to Fritz or whatever, or Stockfish, White's got the advantage, even when it was two pieces for my rook.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very technical. It's like I used to play technical chess, but now I don't play technical at all. So I remember the New Zealand chess champion Auckland Saupu suggested a move for Black that was better, but I've looked at Stockfish since then, and Stockfish just said that even that move was disadvantage for Black. Mm-hmm. That White's in a one position, but it's not an easy game to win, but because this player is, like I say, a former national master of chess in New Zealand. He was also the editor of New Zealand Chess as
really?
well. So yes, he was the editor for New Zealand Chess. So I'm playing sort of still tactical, but yeah, so been asked a wee bit to put this game on the internet to prove that I can play actual technical chess too. Or
I noticed
technical chess.
I noticed the bishop on for Black on, it will be what, d5. It's quite a good blockading kind of position for the bishop, isn't it?
Yeah. So I have to
keeping
move
his eye on everything, isn't it?
Yeah, and I have to move this rook far and away, sort of like the Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
I've got to move my rook from far distance to achieve things, because if it gets in proximity to the bishop or the knight especially,
Yeah.
It can always tangle up my rook somehow.
That's right.
It's just amazing about knights, so got to be very careful. I'm going to watch every move I make with that knight. I could have gone to e4 then and had knight d6 check, and win my rook for knight.
To give back the exchange.
That would have given back the exchange, but by the way, it's not too long from here's my nice king a7 move and knight c6. Now I've got a clear win, but this took about 8 hours altogether, even though we've condensed it into under 5 minutes. So here is where White was met with resignation from his opponent. And there you go. So what did you think? We could play that again fast,
Yeah,
but what did you think about it? I can play it once again.
Yeah, I'd like
How
to
do
see
I do
that.
it?
I'd like to see that.
I haven't looked it.
That's
Okay.
good. I'd like to also see that sequence again that surprised you from your opponent.
Okay. All right.
I kind of come as a flash to me, and I'd like to see that. What you think about it in retrospect.
Okay, so here it is again. And we'll... can I pause it when it gets to that place? So it's on 100%, but it's still taking a long time to warm up. It might not be going to do it because it might not loop.
Did your opponent give you any insight after the game about his thinking about that combination, or was that not discussed?
I can't remember.
Okay.
It's just like what you said to me about Raymond Keane. I don't know how to respond to that because it's too long ago for me to remember what the post-mortem was about. But
did you have one, as far as you remember?
I think I had some sort of post-mortem with him. I actually went to his funeral. It was way up in Auckland, and I went to his funeral. So that night is looking a little bit loose, isn't it? Really?
On B8?
The night on C3 was looking a bit loose.
Oh, okay. Now, if you can slow that down a little bit.
I can't.
Okay.
So that's where I've got six pawns versus 5 pawns, and I've got another pawn hopefully coming up, but not really. It's very, very tight. Like I said, he was the editor of New Zealand Chess. So this is now 100% the speed. And of course, one can slow it down on their side of things, if they so wish. But, yeah, so I have to play this kind of technically. Somewhere along there was our adjournment time. Maybe here.
So do you have 2 in the whole match, is it? 2 adjournments, or is it more?
I'm not sure, Chris. It's another thing I'm not sure about. Got to watch out for that knight d3 check. So I have to approach the bench very carefully with that knight hanging around. That knight's just really been a pain, so
Yeah.
I just wanted to lock it up.
It's half in one to
under
show,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's just almost the only piece that Black's using is the knight. It's like so annoying. The bishop, like you said, is just sitting there, just holding fort.
It is holding fort.
Yeah, and my knight and rook are both sort of like reasonably in the game each. But here comes this past b pawn. This is going to be worth a piece soon for Black to get rid of, because otherwise it's just too strong. So we get the attack on the knight, and we get the knight c6 and swapping off. This is very, very close. Once to do this, it's complete curtains.
Could rook takes horse? Was that any of your thinking about 3 or 4?
Rook takes
horse. Your white rook takes the black horse. Was that any idea about doing that about 3 to 4 moves ago? If you know what I mean. Could we have a look at that, please?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what you mean. I can't understand what you mean by I couldn't win this horse.
No, you exchange your rock for the horse.
And then I've just got...
You got a pass pawn with your king, and he's got the bishop.
Maybe.
Is that enough in itself to maybe win the game? With your pass pawn and your king, or
Why would I do that? If I've already got a win with the rook, why get rid of the rook?
No, I'm just thinking,
bishop
could that
or
also
horse?
simplify the position by just taking rook takes horse? And
Probably not. I
Okay.
don't think so.
Okay. Maybe
Not
further
against
analysis. Right, okay, gotcha.
So what he'll have to do is rip that pawn off, and then it's going to be probably a draw.
Yeah, so you,
I don't know.
Even at that stage, you thought you could win, or you had possibilities of winning in that ending of the game?
If I take the knight with my rook?
No, before that. So you thought you could win with the way the situation was and push that.
It was very, very touch and go for me, that game,
Okay.
in my opinion. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it here. And so we've seen the game now. That was played in 1990 at the New Zealand
35
Championships.
years ago.
I know it's terrible, isn't it?
Do you have some good memories about those times?
Yeah, I do. The first time I played in that tournament, the year before, I got second last, and last was beaten by me. And the next year, which is this year, I got second, and I beat number one. I beat first.
What do you put that down to?
So both the same players. We were last and second last the year before, and the year after he was first and I was second. But in both tournaments, I'd beaten him in both tournaments.
Is that just the nature of chess?
No, it's the psychology of chess, because
How do you mean by
he
that?
grew up under me in the Otago Chess Club.
So he was younger than you?
He's a number of years younger than me, like 6 years or 5 years younger. So he found it very, very difficult to play against. Even when he has a complete one position, he still ends up in a lost position back then because of the psychology of it. And also because a lot of times people just give up thinking that there's anything to work on anymore in the game. So they just think the game will win by itself. But we all know in chess that that's the worst position to take in chess, is when we've got a one position, to go into a relax mode and to think that it's going to be automatically handed to us on a plate. So that reminds me of where someone says, well, this move is the move, the next move, but would your opponent resign if you played that move? I said in comments just recently. Would your opponent actually resign, or do you think you have to bring some more good moves to the plate to push your opponent into resignation? So so I'd like to thank you, Chris. And do you think that you're quite happy with that one, Chris?
Yes.
So what's your final comments for it? And then I'm going to switch us off.
Yeah, it wasn't like some games that you see where it was kind of like, like a really kind of like right out at it, hitting in the middle kind of thing, like in a boxing match, but it was more like more of a slower progression. And then I like the fact that you managed to push that pawn of yours way up the side and your king to a7. As you said, that was a good move. Did you have that move in your plans earlier?
You can't ask me questions now, you're closing.
Okay, so I like that move, and also I thought that I may have missed some. I thought you could take rook takes horse, and that might simplify, but you've cleared it up for me and saying, in your opinion, no, it wouldn't have. So thanks for being a good host, and thank you very much.